Channel the Koho. Channel the Koho. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Brzakala. This is the first match we're recording of the season. It's the second one you're seeing, but the first one we are recording, and we're very excited to be here. On the desk with me is the man, the myth, the legend, Nick TWOHIG. How are you?
Doing well. Channel the Boatman. I'm really excited to see everyone here today. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be a great match.
Yes, it is. We've got Kaleb Koho on the roster today playing Jacoby Bancroft. This is going to be an interesting match. Both of these players had really good runs last season in singles, and they have now collided here today. It's going to happen. I'm very excited just because, like I said, Koho had a couple really, really great matches, strong matches. Even in his losses, he had a great showing against you. Jacoby had some incredible wins as well. And they even beat some of the same people. So I think they both beat Rizzy as well, who was a former champion. So like some really, really great matches last season for them. What do you think about the matchup today?
I think these two players are so evenly matched at this point that they both lost to a Brzakala. And that is why they find themselves here today.
That's true. That is exactly why they find themselves here today. So enough from us and Grogu. Let's go talk to them in promos.
Jacoby.
Oh, man.
How are you feeling on this a totally normal day when we play movie trivia with nothing else happening?
Exactly. When this is recording, this is completely calm. Everything is fine. But I'm doing great. I am excited for this. This is going to be a really fun match. I'm up against my former brother in arms. You know, we had such a close-knit championship-level team with Parlay, and now because of the powers that be, we are being ripped apart and forced to compete against each other for everybody else's entertainment. I call shenanigans, but I will do what I have to do today. Yeah, what do you think?
I agree. This is what they do. They take people who are meant to be together and they drive a wedge between them. And you're forced to fight to the death. It's Spock and Kirk. It's other friends that have fought in things. But you're gonna have to win. And it's too bad. Koho's a good player, but you're gonna have to win.
Okay, I will do that. So bring it on, Koho.
All right, so we're here. By we, I mean you are playing Jacoby, your former teammate. First things first, he's mine, and you can't have him, Jacoby. He's mine. Dibs.
Sorry.
Dibs. But no, this is going to be, I think, a good match. The last time we saw you, you lost to Maggie Brzakala, which, you know who else has lost to Maggie Brzakala? Everybody. Everybody has lost to Maggie Brzakala.
Literally everybody has lost
with Willie Nelson.
Everyone's lost to Maggie Brzakala.
But yeah, you got anything to say? You're the one who usually talks, so.
Yeah, playing Jacoby, it's my parlay brother. It's gonna be a good fight. I don't really know why we're fighting. This isn't working, isn't it? This isn't working, is it? Hold on, give me a second. This isn't quite working for me. You know what? Something's just a little bit wrong. Oh, that's right. Jacoby's a bitch. Listen, this man, you all said, oh, look, heel of the year, Kaleb Koho nominee, heel of the year. I was trying to be nice. I came last year with all my respect, all of my kindness to all of you. And you know what you were paying me with? Heel of the Year nomination. You know what? I am over it. Jacoby, you used me in parlay. You ran whatever the fuck you wanted and asked me to be support. You thought you were better than me. And here we are in my backyard. I'm going to beat your ass today. Manners make it. Oh, fuck that. You know what? Fuck you. Play me. Let's do this.
There's a few things I want to talk about. First thing first, Beller. Always a delight. Always just a beautiful delight. So many nice words for a man who clearly is he man? We don't know anymore after that showing that we just saw from Kaleb. But no, Ethan and Jacoby, very nice people. They say that we ripped them apart, but let's be real. It was Koho. He didn't want to team with them anymore. And now Koho's brought the crown back. I would also like to say that Koho says that he brought respect and not heelness last season when he literally called someone a JTE looking motherfucker on camera without a crowd. So I don't buy it. And also, wow, that was a lot. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah. It took him a long time to like transition jackets. But I'm just glad we don't have to go along pretending that Koho is nice. Now everyone will see him for what he truly is. And Jacoby, always a delight as well.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into it with round number one. Round number one's going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions worth 1 point apiece in the realm of fandom fights. If you get all 10 questions right, you will be given a bonus question. You get 3 repeats and a challenge rule for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, do you have any questions as we get into the round?
Yeah, Jacoby, did you watch any fandom in the offseason?
I watched a ton of Downton Abbey. Is that in the fandom wheel this time?
No, sorry. Couldn't accommodate.
Dang it!
I was asking questions for me and Nick, but that's okay. All right, so question 1 for you gentlemen is coming in the category of YA dystopia. Your question is, what is the first YA dystopia film to feature Giancarlo Esposito?
We are off and running.
It's happening. We're doing it. Cody says we're on a break, but
nope.
My blood pressure is through the roof, and if I don't start recording some matches, we're gonna fall behind.
It's just the subtitle, okay? Or
I need a full title.
Okay.
Please.
We got in trouble with that last time.
Yeah.
Because I did not say a franchise or anything, I do need a full title.
Sure.
All right. 5, 4.
Well, my M looks like a scribble. Okay.
We'll start with Jacoby.
Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials.
And Koho.
Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials.
Both correct.
Your second question is in the category of James Bond. And the question is, what type of object is Vesper trapped inside of when she drowns in Casino Royale?
I'm going to be honest with you. I fear nothing more in this world than drowning.
Okay, knowing that, what type of object would you want to be trapped in when you drown?
5, 4, 3.
When?
2, 1. Pen down. Koho, we'll start with you.
I believe it's a bank vault.
And Jacoby.
It's in an elevator.
Elevator is correct. All right. Next question is in DreamWorks animation. In Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, what circus act does Marty learn and specialize in? Have you been to the circus?
I was going to ask you that. I think I have vague memories as a kid, like being inside a tent and like seeing an elephant, but it also may have just been that I watched like Batman Forever.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't think I've been to the carnival.
I've seen circus all right. Oh, I've been to the circus.
4, 3, 2.
It was fun.
1. Pens down. We'll start with Jacoby.
The word he uses is trapeze.
And Koho.
I said juggling, specifically on a unicycle.
The answer we have is the human cannonball. Human cannonball. So no perfect rounds today.
Some faces. No?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought, no.
Okay.
I was making faces.
Okay. I just wanted to see. Okay. The next question is in the category of Mission Impossible.
What? It's the first time.
Oh, God.
Crazy. What is the name of the item that Davian wants Ethan to steal for him in exchange for Julia in Mission Impossible 3?
What is your favorite film in this franchise?
This one.
Really?
Absolutely.
This is my number 3. I really like this one a lot.
It's good.
Yeah. 6 is still my favorite, but this one's up there.
What's your number 5?
The first one.
Interesting.
Yeah. 5, 4,
Cool. I don't care about any other number.
Pens down. I think we're to Mr. Koho
The rabbit's foot.
and Jacoby.
That does sound right. I said Eagle Eye.
It is the rabbit's foot. So Koho ties it up 2-2 as we get into the next question, which is in Star Trek. Which Star Trek film features Data installing an emotions chip?
Is this one the subtitle okay?
Yes, I can just get a step down on this.
I could use one of these.
That's accurate. You used to be full of emotion, but now lately it's just been like,
Nah.
Ready this, Jason that,
Yep.
Michael this,
Yep.
Ethan onto that.
Yep.
It's just a
It's
blank.
become his personality.
5, 4.
Why
Look at
bother?
his face on my shirt and smile. 2, 1. Pens down. Mr. Jacoby
I said First Contact.
and Koho.
It's a Generations.
Generations is correct.
That's what it was.
Koho takes a 1-point lead on that one.
The next question is in the category of Star Wars. In the Clone Wars, what is the name of the planet where Anakin and Ahsoka find Jabba's son?
I don't know if you know this, but this movie revolves around Anakin and Ahsoka finding Jabba the Hutt's son.
Really?
Yeah. Not a lot of people know that.
What would you say is the first sentence of the plot description of this movie?
I think it might have something to do with the fact that Jabba's son has been kidnapped.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy.
Sounds like an interesting story and one that I wouldn't forget.
3,
I
2,
believe you lost a marker, Captain.
down. Let's go to Koho
I believe it's called Teth.
and Jacoby.
Malatray.
Teth is correct.
Oh, let me find my marker cap.
Koho.
Okay. Don't worry, I found it.
Proud of you. Not really. Fuck you.
Oh boy. Okay, your next question is Wizarding World. What is the name of Newt's demiguise in Fantastic Beasts and where to find them? So in order to answer this question correctly, Nick, they have to know what a demiguise is as well.
Right.
You also have to know what a newt is as well. So that's
Ooh, that's right.
True. Also, you have to know that Jabba's son was kidnapped in the Clone Wars.
in Teth. It was in Teth.
That got Maggie. That one got the macaw. Okay, so pick right now. Shawshank or Whiplash. Go.
Shawshank. Why is that a question?
Because you have both posters up. How am I supposed to know? 3,
It's pretty obvious.
1. Pens down.
Leaning
We
forward.
will start with Jacoby
I said Albert.
and Koho.
Sparkle.
Sporkle. No, it's Dougal. Dougal. The answer.
Sporkle does sound like Dougal.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Your next question is in the category of fandom quotes. And get ready for this one.
Oh, go ahead.
Mom, I'm sorry. In which horror icon's film will you hear the quote, "Welcome to prime time, bitch"?
You said a bad word.
I should have the soap ready, but I don't.
I should have covered Grogu's eyes when you saw it. Or just cover his little ears. Like, don't listen.
Earmuffs. Big earmuffs.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Koho
I said A Nightmare on Elm Street.
and Jacoby.
I said A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
Jacoby is correct. It is Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. So he cuts into that lead a little bit. It's now 4-3 in favor of Mr. Koho. And the next question is in Disney live action. Who represents the Ducks as their lawyer when they are told to leave the academy before the final game in D3, the Mighty Ducks? And I do need a full name, please. First and last. If you know the middle name, impressive.
Cool. Have you ever met a mighty duck?
A duck attacked me once in the park,
I'd say that's pretty mighty.
just trying to feed it some, hot dog bun. And
It said, "Screw you, I want the whole thing."
yelled Aflac at me. I got really scared. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jacoby, we'll start with you.
Gordon Bombay.
And Koho.
Gordon Bombay.
The baddest motherfucker known to man. That is correct.
I was like, he's a lawyer, right? So that would make sense.
It would make sense.
The
It's a big reveal, and it's like, whoa, okay, who else could it be?
The final question is in the category of DC. To try and prove that Clark is Superman in Superman 2, Lois puts her life in danger in what way in hopes that she will be saved by him?
We will accept a broad answer on this one.
Yeah.
Whew. Last question of the first round of the season.
Crazy. And we asked for like a level 2 specificity.
It's true.
I'm making that joke because it hasn't been made yet, but it will be made in a thing that will be released before this thing. So my timeline is perfect.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Caleb.
I said that she jumps to her supposed death.
Jacoby.
Yeah, she jumps like off a building.
I don't think we can accept either. She jumps in a river and tries to drown herself. So
Okay.
cannot just accept jumps. So with that, we have a very close game. It is 5-4 in favor of Mr. Koho going into round 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the wheel, the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com, and we've got 8 categories. Also, spinners and opponent's choice on the wheel. Each player will get to spin the wheel. And if they don't like what they spin first, they can choose to spin again, but they got to keep whatever they spin the second time. 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Can go to multiple choice, but it makes the question value worth 1. We've had a long break, so I just got to remind you guys, I'm not going to scream at you because it's been a while, but stealing is available in this round, so just be careful. Okay, so this is what is on the wheel tonight. We've got Fandom Oscars, horror icons, scores and soundtracks, DC, James Bond, Disney animation, DreamWorks animation, and YA dystopia. So, Koho, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or second?
So first things first, you didn't tell me you were doing that bit, and it was really awkward for me. Second of all, we're going second, right?
Yes, we're going second.
What bit? That's his life now.
Yeah, what bit, Holtzman?
I keep cutting off Holtzman. I apologize. Okay, so this is going to be the spin for Jacoby.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
The spin is in. Lands on DC.
Keep it, coward.
I kind of like, I did, when I have DC the category that very first time against Boatman, I did pretty well in it. I can work my way through it.
Yeah. I know you could, and I feel like there's better stuff on there for you, but I don't know if you want to take the risk.
There's also, I could be, oh God, because there's some killer categories on there.
This is true.
Oh, should I risk it? I'm one behind.
Maybe play it safe if we're one behind.
I like DC movies overall. Oh God, I can work my way. I want to.
All right,
yeah,
let's play
I DC. I like DC movies.
Right.
Okay, sticking with DC. Nick, do you want to give him the questions, or would you like me to?
I will do it.
Alrighty.
He likes DC movies overall. Says no one. Anyway, Jacoby, are you prepared for your questions in the category of DC?
No, too late. Spin again. Spin again. Okay, I mean, let's do this.
I will be asking you your first question now. Why does Turnbull kill Jonah's family at the start of Jonah Hex?
The specific reason? Because he killed Turnbull's son.
That is correct for 2 points.
Aha!
Okay. Your second question. Where are Zod and his followers when Lex meets them for the first time in Superman 2?
Is that where... Could it be there? Multiple choice, please.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are A, the Daily Planet, B, the White House, C, the Fortress of Solitude, or D, Niagara Falls?
I'll go with my gut. I'll say White House.
White House is correct for 1 point.
Sweet. I see him climbing through that door awkwardly or something.
My marker is dead. Tim, you have the score.
I do.
The next question. In The Dark Knight Rises, after Jim is put in the hospital, he promotes Blake to what position?
Detective.
That's correct for 2 points.
Watch your corners, rookie.
Your fourth question in the category of DC. How many animated DC films have the character of Batman?
Animated DC films.
5, 4, 3.
Just repeat the question.
Okay. How many animated DC films have the character of Batman?
You know, it's like it's either you go for it or you know what the options are.
5, 4.
I'm going to say 3.
He's wearing the shirt. That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah! I mean, I was super confident that whole time.
Your final question. How is Finn McGovern related to Danny, the man whose funeral is being held at the start of Road to Perdition?
He's... Can I go multiple choice on this, please?
You may. Your options are A, he is his son. B, he is his cousin. C, he is his brother. D, he is his father.
Can you have those options one more time, please?
Sure. A, he is his son. B, he is his cousin. C, he's his brother. D, he's his father.
Five, 4.
Son.
That is incorrect. Koho for 1 point. Scale. Your options again are A, he's his son. B, he's his cousin. C, he's his brother. D, he's his father.
I hate to do this already, but can I get a repeat of the question and the options?
Of course.
Wow, Koho.
Your question. How is Finn McGovern related to Danny, the man whose funeral is being held at the start of Road to Perdition? Okay. And the options again are A, he's his son. B, he's his cousin. C, he's his brother. D, he's his father.
I believe he is his father.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for his brother.
Oh.
Fitty. So at the end of Jacoby's turn, he's got to score up to 11. Koho's behind with 5. So we will now bring back the wheel and Mr. Holtzman for Koho's spin. The spin is in.
Breathe or something.
And it's a free spin because it lands on DC again.
We'll take it.
I would like all those questions again. Thank you.
DreamWorks Animation. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
How do you feel about it? First of all,
I like DreamWorks. My biggest issue is I don't want to risk the killer category.
We don't want to risk is the thing. I think.
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
I think it's the smartest thing to take. So I'd say probably take it.
I'll keep DreamWorks
and then just breathe, and then keep breathing, and then fortune favors the bold.
Got it. Understood. Thank you. Got it.
All right. The important thing is that you don't die by stop breathing. Okay.
Understood. Thank you.
I think that's what I learned today. Yeah. All right. So we will questions in the category of DreamWorks animation as soon as I find it. Okay, are you ready, Mr. Koho?
Yes, sir.
Your first question in DreamWorks animation. Which DreamWorks animated film features Paul Giamatti, Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Pena, and Snoop Dogg?
Turbo.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. What is the first name of Fiona's father in the Shrek franchise?
Harold.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What type of shop does Vanessa have in B Movie?
It's a flower shop.
That is correct and ties the game there, 11-11. Your fourth question. In Kung Fu Panda, on his first day, Po is caught stuck by Shifu and the Furious Five after attempting what move that he later uses successfully to steal food?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, the crane stance, B, the perfect split, C, the praying mantis, or D, the warrior stance.
Give the options one more time.
Yes, your options again are A, crane stance, B, perfect split, C, praying mantis, or D, warrior stance.
A.
That is incorrect. Jacoby, chance for a 1-point steal. The options again are A, crane stance, B, perfect split, C, praying mantis, or D, warrior stance.
I don't really remember the question, but I think it's B. Perfect B.
That is correct for 1 point. And Koho, your final question.
Mm-hmm.
Which DreamWorks animated film features the following locations? The Gobi Desert, Mount Everest, and Shanghai. Five.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, B, Trolls World Tour, C, The Penguins of Madagascar, or D, Abominable.
Well, they're all there. I'll go Abominable.
That is correct for 1 point. So, at the end of round number 1, we are tied 12-12.
Lovely.
Going into round number 2, both players have used one repeat. Their challenges are still intact. And we go into round number 3. It is the oh so lovely, everyone's favorite round ever in any trivia thing known to man. It's the betting round, and here's how it works. There are going to be 5 questions, 5 different categories in Fandom Bites. We're going to say the category, and then the players are going to have to choose whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points on the question. You get the question right, you gain those points. You get the question wrong, you lose those points. That's sad. Any questions as we get into the round?
Nah.
Nope.
Okay, so we will bring in your managers. Please be civil. And your first category that you can bet on is Fandom Oscars.
Now, Koho, I don't want to tell you what to do or anything.
Understood, yeah.
But I think it would be stupid if you bet anything other than,
0.
0 points.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Jacoby, now that we know they're betting 0, I think we know we have to bet 2, right?
Exactly.
Realistically, though, I mean, I'm thinking Hufflepuff or Gryffindor.
I think, yeah, Hufflepuff.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
I would just very quickly like to remind Ethan Beller to pass the news to Ian Feller that I am no longer represented by Ian Feller. Thank you.
Oh, boy. All right, let's get the bets starting with Jacoby
0 points.
and Koho.
2.
Okay. Your question in Fandom Oscars is as follows. What was the first fandom film to be nominated for Best Picture and not win the award? Jacoby looks puzzled. Maybe it's good that he bet 0.
He actually bet Hufflepuff, Tim.
You are right. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
Which I'm not personally a Hufflepuff, but I'm offended on behalf of all Hufflepuffs that you made their point value 0.
I'm sorry. I apologize. 5.
Well, you didn't do it.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. You're right. I did. Oh, fucking no. Jacoby, we'll start with you for stats.
Mary Poppins?
Coho.
Mary Poppins.
Hey, you've gotten it right. That's correct. Coho gets 2 points. It's now 14-12. Going into the next category. What is it, Mr. Nick?
It's Star Trek.
You two can talk first.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Pippin.
You think?
I think.
Okay.
Sorry.
Pippin.
Like Scotty Pippen. Scotty from Star Trek bet the points. Look, this is all up to you. I don't know how confident.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you have an actual suggestion for me here?
No.
Lovely. Okay.
Poison favors the breath.
Anyway, let's get bets.
Just take me off screen. Just take me off.
What a great manager. Okay, let's get that started with Coho.
Fuck it, 2.
Okay, and Mr. Jacoby.
I said 2 as well.
All right.
Okay. So 2 and 2 from each one. Let's go.
Yes. Your question in Star Trek. Which 3 members of the Enterprise crew go to the surface of Kronos to apprehend Harrison in Star Trek Into Darkness?
We will give you a short bit of extra time on this one.
Right.
Because we do need all 3.
Since you both bet 2, we will add that together and give you 4 extra seconds.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
If they had bet 7 each, we would have given them 14 points, and we would have stopped the match because they can't bet that much.
Sure. Probably not. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Coho
Kirk, Uhura, Spock.
and Jacoby.
Spock, Kirk, Uhura.
Correct. Both correct. So, Kaleb goes up to 16. Jacoby up to 14. It is still a 2-point game. As we get into the third question in the betting round, it is in the category of scores and soundtracks.
Shit.
Well, I see you wrote something before I managed.
We're good.
So I'm doing my job perfectly.
This is the third out of 5.
Yeah, this is the third one.
Maybe I should just go for it.
What are you leaning towards right now?
Maybe Amity.
Mm.
I'm not confident, but
All right, yeah, I like it.
I wasn't. But
I like it. Amity.
You write that 2 down with confidence, Jacoby.
I did. Such confidence. I mean, I don't know what I'm betting.
All right, we'll start with Jacoby. What are you betting?
2 points.
Coho.
I hate to tell you, your code is a little predictable too.
All right, guys. Your question in scores and soundtracks is Harry Manfredini composed the score for which 1980 horror icons film?
Oh, then you know what? I put that name down a little fast. That's fine. A little fast.
That's a very Italian name, Tim.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to do the... I can't do it. I'm not good with accents.
That's fair.
Can't do it.
I expected you to ask the question in the accent.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Mr. Jacoby
Nightmare on Elm Street.
and Coho.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th is correct. So Coho goes up to 18. Jacoby goes down to 12. So, Nick, what is the next category that they can bet points on?
The next category is YA dystopia.
Now, Coho, I know you're going to write 0 here, but do you want to win? Or do you want to go to sudden death?
Jacoby,
Or we could lose. We could just lose.
Could just lose.
yeah, that would be
It's your choice.
Is that an option? Is that can we do that or no?
No, we're not gonna do that. They're gonna do that.
Okay, good.
Uno reverse card on that.
We're good, right, Jacoby?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get bets starting with Koho
0.
and Jacoby.
2 points.
All right.
Your question in the category of YA dystopia. In Mockingjay Part 1, as District 13 is being put in lockdown during the Capitol's attack, Katniss goes back up into danger to get Prim. Why is Prim delayed?
I originally wrote this question and it was filled with grammatical errors and just things that were just like wrong, and you made it so beautiful. You changed it, and I am so appreciative of you.
Well, thank you. It was your brainchild. I just, I came in and swept. You built the house. I just sort of swept the floors a little bit.
I think you like put up the foundation a little bit, to be completely honest. I think I had the wrong answer written. 5, 4, 3.
I painted it.
1. Pens down. There you go. We'll start with Koho, who bet 0.
I believe she's looking for her cat.
And Jacoby.
She went to get her cat.
That is correct. The last question is the category of MCU.
That's pretty neat.
Sudden death.
What? Dude, come on. Wouldn't that be epic, Koho?
A real king.
Hey, look! You won the sudden death against Rizzy, and you won that. You could do that.
Should I go try to score 34 points a sudden? Yeah, fuck off.
If you were a true heel this season, you would dunk on me by betting 2.
That crown deserves a 2-point bet. That's all I'm going to say.
Who wants to be a heel by playing it safe, right? Like, you're not going to win heel of the year that way.
And you're not going to win face of the year this year.
So you want moment of the year next time? You do it right now, and you win with a bet. That's all I'm going to say.
Always remember, it's like, man, remember when he bet 2 points and risked it when he didn't have to? That's a heel move right there.
That is a heel move, isn't it? Yeah. You know what's an even bigger heel move? I'll save Tim the trouble. Taking away your chance at a win. 0.
Jacoby.
2 points.
All right. The question is, in Thor the Dark World, while Thor is helping Loki escape Asgard, Loki at one point changes Thor to look like whom?
Changes Thor.
The sweet taste of Mountain Dew.
You know how like people say like football is like 80% mental and 20% physical and things like that of that nature.
Yeah.
This game is 100% mental.
That's yeah.
Not only like in the questions, but in the trying to get your opponent to bet 2 by egging on everything you know he cares about dearly.
Oh yes, I care about the awards and not the win.
Let's be honest that's the accurate statement.
Let's get answers starting with Koho.
Sif.
And Jacoby.
Lady Sif.
And your winner, Kaleb Koho. The answer was Lady Sif. Jacoby loses by 2 points in a final score of 18-16. It might not be the first match of the season, but Nick, it was the first one we filmed, and it was a good one. What are your thoughts before we bring it over to post-match interviews? I
said at the beginning that these two were very evenly matched based on how they had played before, who they had beaten, who they had lost to. And if anything, they proved that today. This could have gone another way had the round 3 categories spell a little differently, but the score certainly shows that I am correct.
You usually are, my sir. We will first go to our unfortunate second place finisher today, Mr. Jacoby. Jacoby, I just noticed that your name on here is Parlay Forever. Do you feel like changing that?
I guess I'm going to have to. He is too far gone. He is left back to the dark side. I thought Parlay could bring him back to, the light, to the good side, but if, it's impossible to change your true nature, I guess so. It is what it is.
Isn't Parlay up for face team of the year?
So now, I believe
everybody vote for Parlay because then bring Koho back to the good side.
At this point, it might have won.
It could have.
Yeah,
we don't know. Ooh,
the awards definitely happened already.
But actually, though, Jacoby, you played a great match, but just, some of those betting round questions didn't work out for you. You took the swing on scores and soundtracks, didn't quite pay off. But how are you feeling overall about the match?
Overall, I'm generally happy. I think there was only like that one question in round one that I'm upset about, like mistaking Alex for Marty in Madagascar is kind of what sunk me on that question. But other than that, I thought I played pretty well. I stuck with a category that I was a little iffy about, and I did pretty well in that category. And I was generally happy with that. Again, yeah, betting round. Probably should have swapped what I was risky with, like with Fandom Oscars and scores and soundtracks. So I knew the Fandom Oscars, didn't know the scores and soundtracks. But what are you going to do? Koho played a great game, and overall, I got to start studying the new categories.
Yeah, they are the burden of us all. But like I said, you did play well. Just those couple things there, but I have no doubt in my mind that you're one of the best that's played, and you played great today. And we're excited to see you. We're going to see you in a number one contenders match very soon in teams with Brian Michaels and America's Asses. How are you feeling about that match?
Super excited. Brian and I are going to rock that and show why we are the best asses around. I guess just really quick, I want a special shout out to my manager, because even in our betting for the Star Trek one, I was going to bet 0 points because I wasn't sure about that one at all. I was not sure. I bet 2, and then I did know that one. So that's thanks to him that I even got it.
I also encouraged him to bet 2 on the scores and soundtrack, so I negated it.
But after that, for the contenders match, super excited. Did you announce who we're playing?
You are playing, yeah. Well, sure, I'll make the announcement. I don't know if it's been made. It has not been made, so I'm being told not to make that announcement. But you are playing. We do know you're playing one person. Yeah. You are playing Albert and his new partner. We just don't know who that new partner is yet.
Okay, I love Albert. Albert's such a great player, and he's very scary, and I think it's going to be a really fun match. So.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you in that match. Ethan, anything you want to add before we head over to those other people?
I just want to say Jacoby played a really good game. 2 points. It happens. It's tough with the betting around because, like, at a certain point, if you know you're going to lose no matter what you bet, it's a bummer. But I just want to say, and everyone's going to know this, Koho did a total face move at the end there that was so unheel-like, and no one believes that he's a heel, and he can try all he wants. But he's a face forever, and that's all he is, and that's okay. But he played a great game, so props to him for that.
Yes, it's much easier to play the heel than it is to play the face, and he just played the face so beautifully, like you said. So I'm really excited to see how he continues that in the rest of the season as he tries to get rid of his face persona. So thank you. So let's move over to Mr. Face himself, Kaleb Koho. Kaleb, you are a friend of mine when you're not wearing the crown. I consider you a pal. When you're wearing this crown, I don't like you, but I will say before the match started, you did tell me you were nervous today. You wound up winning the match. How do you feel?
I was nervous coming into this match, and then I found an old friend, and I felt a lot better about it. Look, I think I played pretty okay. Definitely not my best showing, but it's week 1. No one's perfect in week 1. So I'll just keep working towards it, keep getting better, keep studying the new categories. My studying of the new categories paid off. So far, got a horror icons, scores and soundtracks question right, got a Mission Impossible right. So the studying's working. But you know what? Jacoby, I'll give you this. You lose well. So.
And you win poorly, Koho.
Cameron, thank you. I like that. Cameron, you managed today. How do you feel?
I feel like I wasn't much help, to be completely honest. I was more here just to basically talk to Koho about round 2 and how okay he felt with that. I think I did my job because I told Koho before the match that the name of the Yeti in Abominable is Everest.
That's true.
And Everest came up.
It's true. And then I heard the Everest, and I went, I think that might be Abominable, but I'll go multiple just to be safe and see if it's there.
But yeah, no, I'm sure if I take turns managing people that aren't my own manager, I might be more useful. But today
he's the co-manager for a reason. He's very good at managing people. It's just I don't necessarily need a manager. He was more here so that I had someone.
You don't need a manager. You need a haircut.
It's true.
That's also true. Go do that. Also, you are now in a number 1 contenders match in singles. You are going to be playing either Nico Suave Regoli or a up and comer, a rookie, one of the best rookies we've got that makes their way up to this point. Do you want to play Nico again? You've played Nico a couple times. Do you want to play him again to get your shot at Nick TWOHIG, or do you want to play someone you've never played before?
See, part of me is like, bring on some new blood. I'll play, any of them. They all seem adequate. But I think it's almost more poetic that from the first time we played in a pseudo-retirement match to a now third time playing in a number one contenders match with Nico would be a lot of narrative potential that I enjoy. So it's just kind of nice to be in a number one contenders match of singles for the first time for Fandom. So finally did it. So we're here, and I'll take them all on. Make it a fatal 5-way. Don't do that.
I could have gone to sudden death.
Okay, so
Could have gone to sudden death.
We will see you soon in that number one contenders match. Nick, any final thoughts about the things that were said?
About the things that were said?
The whole shebang.
Oh, all of it? Like I said, great match. Good way to kick things off, as it were. And I'm excited to see both these players back. They always bring the fun. They always bring the laughs, whether it is with or for them, I will not say. But good luck to Koho moving forward.
Yes. So that'll do it for us for this episode of Fandom Fights. We'll see you very soon with the next match. I believe tomorrow we've got 2 more matches dropping for you. It's going to be a very exciting time as we kick off the season. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time for Mr. Beller and Mr. Jacoby and Mr. Holtzman and Mr. Koho, Nick and myself. This has been Fandom Fights. See you next time.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.